It's fair or not, the Obama administration under pressure to get Americans back to work. Today, the White House hosted a jobs summit hoping to do just that. Samantha Hayes from Washington on whether it did any good.
Inside the White House Thursday afternoon, approximately 130 business and nonprofit leaders discussed ways to generate jobs.
Money for jobs, not for war.
While outside, those who think the president's policies aren't working protested the jobs summit. Unemployment has already reached double digits, and when November's number is reported Friday, it's expected to reveal an even bleaker scenario. House Republican leader John Boehner, a former businessman, says the president's policies are thwarting the ability of entrepreneurs to invest.
And when you look at all of these policies that are being proposed and the tax rates that are so uncertain, it's no surprise to any of us that employers continue to do nothing.
Back at the White House, the president defended his $787 billion economic stimulus package signed back in February and said that's not all he plans to do.
We cannot hang back and hope for the best when we've seen the kinds of job losses that we've seen over the last year. I am not interested in taking a wait-and-see approach when it comes to creating jobs. What I'm interested in is taking action right now to help businesses create jobs.
Also Thursday, House Democrats announced a plan to use money intended to bail out the banks for a new jobs bill, and they aim to vote on it before the end of the year. In Washington, I'm Samantha Hayes, WGN News.
And here with his take on the job market, what needs to be done, Scott Sargis, president of Strategic Search Corporation. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me, Mark.
Small, small, small. That's your mantra. Small businesses where the jobs are. Has the president done enough to get jobs through small businesses in America?
Well, if you look at all the programs that he has been involved with, they've been all big programs. But research from the Small Business Administration shows that almost 2/3 of the net new jobs over the last 15 years have been created by small businesses. I have a lot of clients locally that are eager to add new people, but they've been saddled by all these programs, and there's a lot of uncertainty out there.
What, if anything, if you had to name the top thing, should the administration do to help small businesses cut through that stuff to start hiring the way they think they can?
Make it easier for them to access capital. That's probably the most important thing that I hear every day from my clients.
Loans, meaning?
Correct.
Besides small business, what has the administration done that you think is good?
Well, one of the things that they did was with respect to helping the auto companies, that had to be done. So you see that Ford, for example, is returning to profitability. So that's been a positive thing.
The administration talked about the Depression and how they had to help back then, and they didn't. Big companies from failing, therefore they had to do the same thing here. So when you say they have done too much for big companies in terms of job growth, what else would they could have done or should have done in order to help the job market here in America?
Well, Mark, traditionally our country's been on the cutting edge of technology, and there's a lot of fields like nanotechnology and even healthcare, which is still adding jobs. In fact, I interviewed people for several hospitals, and they're still adding people like sonographers. Those are people that are involved with the particular machinery, x-ray techs, etc. There's a lot of potential fields that they can put a lot more focus in on. Also helping education more. That's one of the things that the administration has talked about. And math and science is the future, leads to the future engineers, scientists, etc. So that's another area that they should spend a lot more time on.
Scott, thank you. Your website, strategicsearch.com. We'll look for a link on our website as well, WGNTV.com. Think small, small business, your mantra. Thank you.
Thank you.